Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the great Ossie Kendrix. He is the executive director of Dallas Community Land Trust, and he's on a mission to tackle the affordable housing crisis in Dallas. His incredible story just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, if you look at the headlines from coast to coast, there is a crisis when it comes to affordable housing. In Dallas-Fort Worth, it's acute in West Dallas and South Dallas. And Ossie Kendrix is in the studio right now. He's the new executive director of the Dallas Community Land Trust. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, let's start by explaining what is the Dallas Community Land Trust.
Sure. The Dallas Community Land Trust is a nonprofit organization that was formed in December of 2024 with a mission to create affordable housing for City of Dallas residents. We'll be citywide, and we are currently developing our infrastructure in the expectation that we will be hit the ground running as of 2026.
Okay, Ossie, let's talk about the average income in South Dallas.
Sure. Average income in South Dallas is about $28,000. And so when you look at the Community Land Trust is established to provide affordable housing for residents that meet the area median income of 50 to 80%. So we're here to fill a void in affordable housing that currently exists.
Well, and you shocked me before the show when I said, what does an apartment cost in South Dallas? And you said $1,400.
$1,400 and up for a 2-bedroom, yes.
That's incredible. So
Yes.
I can obviously see how many people who are living paycheck to paycheck are struggling.
Right.
You were featured recently in a D Magazine article. We're going to put that on the screen. It has to feel good to get a magazine like D Magazine to put a spotlight on your cause.
Yes, we're excited. And looking forward to continuing to grow our community engagement strategy as we continue to roll out this effort and seek and secure community buy-in from residents and also city officials, public entities, and private entities as well.
So as I was preparing for this show this morning, I just put in affordable housing Dallas into YouTube, and I found a great piece by Fox 4, my old station. It was done about 4 months ago. Let's go ahead and roll.
After a new study found 1 in 5 Dallas neighborhoods is in the early stages of gentrification, today Dallas City Council members discussed what, if anything, the city can do to preserve affordable housing in the city. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live with that story at Dallas City Hall. Lori.
Chris, today City Council members said that the city has to strike a delicate balance between preserving and creating affordable housing while not stifling new development through cumbersome regulations.
Yeah, it's so high you can't afford it. Can't nobody afford these new two-story houses.
Peter Jackson is a plumber, but he's worried his salary will not keep up with the rising taxes in his West Dallas neighborhood. He says he has neighbors who have already been forced out after their landlords sold to developers.
Then he said, hey, you got to buy it. If you can't buy the house, they rent from Wheeler, you got to go.
A lot of people in this neighborhood shouldn't really have sold their houses because they sold them for cheap.
Another man who did not want to show his face on camera said many of the new homes are not making room for residents.
2 of the houses right next to me are Airbnbs. Nobody's even staying there.
It's an issue the nonprofit Builders of Hope is working to address.
So that we are discouraging these really highly intrusive and incompatible McMansions that more often than not turn into short-term rentals in these vulnerable communities.
Stephanie Champion, Chief of Community Development, told Dallas City Council members that another problem is the terms of affordability. Developers who agreed to provide affordable pricing are not held to that arrangement after a 5-year term.
We're not building permanent affordability with any of our models currently.
Councilman Chad West pointed out that the city needs to promote affordability without hindering development.
We always hear that Dallas is too complicated. People are not developing here, not building new affordable housing here because we're too onerous and we're too much red tape.
What's the incentive for a builder to say, yes, I'm going to build an affordable house here?
Yeah, well, that's what we're seeing what you're describing is what we're seeing in West Dallas. The new construction is massive and priced at, upwards of $800,000, sometimes over $1 million in West Dallas, next door to a single, wood frame, single story old home.
Champion said the city may need to consider more zoning protections.
New construction can be larger, but can't be more than, let's say, 150% of the existing footprint of the average home.
Chair Jesse Moreno said home repair programs are also critical to preserving existing affordable housing.
That's someone's home, that's someone's legacy, and we need to protect that.
Champion said that there is also a need for the state to pass property tax reform to keep homeowners and renters from being priced out. Clarice.
So let's talk about that. I think that's a good jumping off point. One of the people in the video made the point that at the end of the day, somebody's trying to make some money. So how do you convince developers to put in affordable housing?
Sure. I think it starts with our mission, and our mission is to create and preserve affordable housing, foster vibrant neighborhoods, and to do that, it's through our shared equity model. Essentially, the nonprofit organization will own the land, and then a home buyer can build a structure or purchase an existing structure on that land. At the end of the day, the home buyer can live in it, generate wealth, and to sell it at a time that they feel comfortable selling it. And instead of selling it at market rate, they'll sell it at an affordable, agreed upon rate initially at 2.5% of annual increases. So at the end of that keeps the property affordable for generations to come. And so we are proud to be that resource in ensuring that affordability will last forever, as the ground leases for the homes will be 99 years.
Yes. You recently came here from Milwaukee. What was your role in Milwaukee?
Sure. Milwaukee, when I left Milwaukee, I was leading the African American Chamber of Commerce of Wisconsin. And so I did that for about 6 years. And during the pandemic, I was blessed with the board allowing me to transition to Dallas and to continue at the helm until a time that I felt as though I needed to step down and step aside for new leadership to come in.
Were you wrestling with some of the same affordable housing issues in Milwaukee?
We were. The housing market, I think, across the U.S. has risen drastically. And what we were seeing in Milwaukee is that renters were being kind of blocked from finding and securing affordable homes. And there were simply too many numbers on applications for affordable housing through the Housing Authority.
Okay, you're a 501c3, so obviously you need donations, you need sponsors, you need people to come alongside you. Are you finding, as you explain this to people, is it a tough sell? Do they get it?
It's going to take some time, and it's going to take some community engagement to ensure that we build some trust in this shared equity program, and that starts with we're going to be hosting listening sessions throughout the city of Dallas to engage city residents, public officials, as well as private entities, so that they can clearly understand the mission and the vision of the Community Land Trust here in Dallas.
Honestly, you recently gave a speech at Communities Foundation of Texas, and let's put some pictures on the screen. Tell me what your message was that day.
Sure. Our message that day was how to engage in supporting the community land trust and what was needed from not only the business community, but also philanthropy. And it starts with we need proof of copy or public initiatives, pilot initiatives that are working so that we can begin to tell the story and begin to brand on what a community land trust is, how it works, have some end users that have purchased homes that can be a part of that journey and continuing to engage the community on this new model for Dallas, but an old model for Texas and the U.S.
Let's talk about how everybody wins. When you have affordable housing, you have a neighborhood that's secure, a neighborhood, typically crime rates go down. I mean, good things happen when people don't have to worry about making that rent check.
Correct. The whole goal of a community land trust is to keep residents in homes. So that stewardship, if you will be something that we will continue throughout the journey of home ownership, to keep residents in their homes, to keep them focused on financial obligations, to make sure that they have a financial plan, and then also making sure that the home is safe and that they're paying attention to needs of that home on a regular basis. Savings so that they can generate wealth and stay in the home and teach their children and grandchildren about this opportunity of home ownership.
Beautiful. We've got about a minute left, so final thoughts. What if there's a call to action, what do you need most desperately now?
Funding to come alongside to introduce through community engagement, piloting projects, initiatives, and then also bridge financing so that we can quickly pull the trigger on land acquisitions and acquisitions that are presented on a daily basis to provide home ownership for the city of Dallas.
Outstanding. We're going to end with his LinkedIn page so you can get in touch with him, the great Ossie Kendrix. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.